Hey everybody, welcome back. This is the story of installing a 40-foot pole to hang wires from for ham radio. About 15 years ago, our local rural electrical cooperative replaced some power poles in the neighborhood. They said I could have the poles if I wanted, so I took the tractor and drove down the road to pick up the good ones that I had found laying in the ditch. At that time, ham radio wasn't even a distant thought in my mind, and I never imagined I would use these poles to hang a wire and talk around the world. But here we are. I've been a ham for 4 years now, and after a few years of thinking about using the poles for wire antennas, I finally made the decision to install one near the house and started digging. It was a slow dig, but I was making good progress for the first 3 feet. The soil was dry and crumbly from the recent dry spell of no rain, so digging by hand wasn't too bad. The brown kitty stopped by. She looked down the hole and said I needed to go much deeper, and I agreed. Luckily, my nephew, who lives a mile away as a crow flies, felt pity on his poor, pathetic uncle and decided to come over with his pole auger and help get the hole deeper. I had made a good start, but in about 2 minutes he had extended the hole to 6.5 feet, and we didn't even break a sweat. Back at the 40-foot pole, I installed a 12-foot 4x4 at the top and overlapped the connection point by 2 feet, which gave me a 10-foot extension on top of the pole. This made it a total of 50 feet long. I proceeded to install the eyelet bolts, pulleys, and ropes to the top of the 4x4 extension. The next day, Brother Bruce came, and we used the tractor and forks to move the pole over to the hole. We then proceeded to position the tractor so that the pole was between the forks, and we lifted it up. As we continued to raise it vertical, the pole slid down into the hole. It was a little nerve-wracking up to the point when it slid into the hole, but using the forks helped guide it perfectly, so there really were no worries. We backfilled the hole, tamping the soil tight as we worked our way to the top. It's interesting. Poles don't look very long on the ground, but when you get them vertical, they seem really tall and big. We topped the last 6 inches of the hole with loose gravel, and we will continue to backfill with rock as the soil settles over time. I wasted no time pulling an inverted V-dipole up to the top and headed into the shack for some ham radio fun. The end. Thanks for stopping by to watch the video. I appreciate everyone's support. Have fun and ham harder. 7-3.